All right, we are ready to go. So Bliss might be trying to pull it, get one more practice on the King Boo 1 cycle here, but this is a pretty exciting match, I feel, because this is going to be both of these runners are very close to each other in terms of their times. Bliss has like a 56:35, and then Ferro got a 56:53. Actually, just 15 days, like about 2 weeks ago. So there's got to be lots of very, high execution plays happening, and it looks like Ferro's timer is not running correctly, unless I need to fix the cropping on that, which I might. Something must have happened, so I'm going to get that checked. But in the meantime, yeah, like I mentioned, this is going to be very high execution. Oh, he switched to a different layout. Top left, timer. We'll go there. Go there. Okay, I think that looks right. Okay. So I'm going to switch to Ferro because his audio is working, or his stream is working. Um, but yeah, apologies about that. He actually switched a different layout. I had it correct the first initially. And so, yeah, something's going on with Bliss's restream. I think his stream is actually working just fine, but yeah, I've been having some issues. Not sure what's going on with that, but anyway. Try to explain that this is going to be like, very high execution from these players. As we see that he's getting punched around. Oh my god. I'm gonna need to resync. What is that, like 13 seconds? Yeah, Ferro's not having a very good start. Okay, so it is 0.5. I'll just do that for Ferro. Okay, we should be good now. But yeah, Bliss has got a very pretty large head start in Area 1. I don't think he missed any of the doubles from Antier or Wardrobe. But once we get to the Chauncey boss fight, that could definitely change, Ferro could get the 1 cycle and Bliss could miss it, and then Ferro would have like a 20 to 30 second advantage. So we'll see what happens, because getting the 1 cycle there is like very tricky to get. But yeah, you just mostly see the runners just playing super well in Area 1. There's not really a whole lot of crazy things that happens until, like I said, until we get to the boss fight. Okay, so I'm gonna switch back. At least while his stream is working, he's setting up for a cutscene skip here where he can he's just standing far enough out of the trigger for the cutscene to play, and he can still grab the ball around the crib and shoot it at Chauncey. A nice few seconds of skipping that cutscene. But yeah, this is the boss. This is like the idea about trying to get this one cycle is that you just, you know, try to find the timing on, try to find the frame, and then you have to hit a frame perfect regrab on like one of the specific frames that Chauncey breaks off. And if you do it too early or do it too late, he just breaks off. Oh, Ferro's stream is now frozen. Unfortunately, Bliss's did not get the ball grab there. Oh, that might have been too late. Oh, neither of them get it. All right, I'm gonna switch to Ferro for the meantime. So yeah, Bliss will still be ahead, but Ferro unfortunately could not get that one cycle advantage. So yeah, this is like the slower 2-cycle that Chauncey will do, because he throws like an extra set of rocking horses. Yeah. Not the best, but you know what? At least nobody is, you know, that nobody has gotten the advantage here. It's just mostly by execution. Bliss was just playing better. But, you know, that could definitely change because we're going into Area 2, and that introduces a lot of RNG elements with booze in this game. So, if in the first 5 rooms, Bliss gets, like, you know, bad RNG compared to Ferro, he can definitely make up lost time. Ferro can make up some time over Bliss. I love having to switch between these two screens as one is frozen. But anyway, yeah, I will say though, I don't know how to fix the audio sync issue with Bliss. It just seems like that it just appears to be desynced on the stream, I guess. So, and they're both frozen. That's great. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say we're coming up into the ballroom after we get these grabber ghosts in this washroom. I don't know if Ferro knows if Ferro does the TAS double in this room, but if he kind of like, oh, okay, that doesn't look like he did, or maybe he did actually. It's kind of hard to tell. But anyway, yeah, here's the ballroom. We're going to be trying to go for a 6-piece strat, unless Bliss does the 2-piece double, but it looks like he... Of course he would go for the 6-piece. He's the one that made a tutorial video about it. Very clean. Unfortunately, I have no idea what's going on with Ferro's stream. I might have to ask somebody to, you know, reset up his restream there. Oh, looks like he gets the freaking... Oh, okay. So Ferro's in the lead now. He got the early release. So that's what I mean. He just makes up time through RNG. And, you know, I have to ask him in the interview if he did the task double in the washroom with the grabbers. It looked like he was starting to gain time, but I honestly couldn't tell. Because his stream kept freezing. But here we go. We're just about to release the booze. And we actually are able to pull a poster through this wall here. Because the vacuum has such a long reach, and the poster is can stretch very far. It'll just, you know, pop, attach to the vacuum and just pull through the wall. And so we've just unleashed all the booze. There's 50 booze in total, but we just care about getting 40 to complete the game. He is indeed a bald man. Alright, so this is the other RNG element in the game where boos are hiding, and we have to figure out where they're hiding in, like, 4 selected locations in each room. In this room in particular, a boo can hide under the table, which means that you have to catch him and you won't have the opportunity to skip a cutscene that plays. When you catch the first boo, there's a long text that always plays, but for Bliss, it looks like he'll be able to skip that. And he regains the lead, just like that. But, as I was going to say, there's, you know, a lot of different factors can, like, cause them to go back and forth. So if he gets, like, if Ferro gets, like, best RNG scenario case right here, he does not. But yeah, I feel like these guys are going to be going back and forth just because of, like, RNG. In terms of, like, execution, they should be able to, you know, play the same. Their skill levels are very close to each other. Alright, so Ferro's heading back into ballroom to get his 4th and 5th boo. Bliss, unfortunately, is frozen again. Neither runners go for the the boo double here. I believe that's just a Joven exclusive strat. Alright, very good, you know, pull RNG there. Alright, Bliss is back. Looks like he didn't have any bad luck in this room. Yeah, he's probably around like 3 to 4 seconds ahead right now or something. Maybe 5. But we're gonna be coming... Oh, he gets the warp mirror warp there. Oh, but Ferro doesn't. He just scanned the... He just barely scanned the sink right there. Yeah, that's just giving Bliss a larger lead. Well, he's gonna be going for these setups to get some doubles here. He's gonna intentionally get grabbed and then just knock him away. And then we're gonna try and save and quit with this fire metal. So when you catch a boo while grabbing the medallion, as long as the boo doesn't escape, you can skip this room. You can skip the puzzle you can skip this puzzle, you can skip this cutscene, and then you'll just be able to go back to the foyer and get this fire. And there's also a side effect that it resets this butler cycle. Because the butler cycle happens after, I think you get 3 to 5 boos. I want to say 5 boos. But, you know, he becomes active after getting boos, and then, you know, his cycle is pretty random. He almost didn't get that fire there. But yeah, he's always going to be set up in a position that he's going to be, like, in the best spots. So yeah, Ferro's starting to catch up a little bit from the looks of things. But this part in the run is where a lot of high executable plays will happen. Start off, we're going to be doing this this cutscene skip with Mario's hat. So as we clear the room, a chest will appear, and usually the camera is going to yeah. Usually the camera will position its sights on the chest as it spawns. But if we grab the hat, then it'll just interrupt the cutscene with a different cutscene. So Luigi grabbing the hat interrupts the chest from spawning. Alright, looks like Ferro got really good RNG in Butler's room. Okay, so that was a little bit sketchy, but I think he's okay. Yeah, gets the quad piece there. Oh, just missing that trip quad there, but he gets the doubles, so you know what? Good enough for back up there. Oh, but Ferro makes up for that perfect RNG. It looks like Bliss got second try RNG. Alright, there's another cutscene skip that he can get, but unfortunately Ferro might have to bail on that because that poison shroom popped out of that bucket. It doesn't look like Bliss gets it either. Yeah, poison shrooms have like a 20% chance, I think. It's like a 1 in 5 chance of spawning. So that was just very unfortunate, but as long as you avoid touching it, you won't lose any time. Like, you'll lose around 10 seconds if you touch a poison shroom. So here we are in Melody's room. Melody can play 1 of 2 songs, and the fastest, you know, the shortest song, or rather, I guess, sequence is the underwater theme, which is what Bliss has, and the Mario Brothers 3, you know, song, that just only loses like a few frames. Going to burn those music sheets. And then hopefully the boo is hiding in this spot. Oh, unfortunate. Gets second try though, in a good spot. Unfortunately, I have no idea how well Ferro is playing. It looks like, okay, yeah, he definitely got better RNG. They're about like a second apart right now. Yeah, RNG is literally closing the gap between these runners. Alright, so there's a ghost hiding in the fridge. We could just shoot the fire and it'll get rid of its elemental immunity, I guess. Because like you have to set their element, or you have to, you know, get rid of their element to catch them. And if you shoot it before they spawn, it'll just immediately get rid of it without um, without them burning, without the animation of them burning. Oh, he tried to go for a tech skip here too. So if Ferro could get this tech skip, cutscene skip here, that might put him in the lead. And then we're both frozen. Oh man. So yeah, it's like both of these runners, or it seems like Ferro is having a better time in terms of RNG. Alright, we're back. Bliss gets the bone off of Mr. Bones, and then that'll... Setup for that is like, we intentionally... well, we dodge the first two charges from Spooky the dog, and then we take intentional damage on the third strike to spawn Mr. Bones quickly. And it looks like Ferro did actually just pull ahead. Again, I need to, like, ask him all these things that happened in the interview. Or wait a minute. No, I don't think he's actually ahead. They're tied. They're just tied right now. So it's possible that Ferro did get the text skip in the kitchen. And then I guess Ferro must have messed up the ghost double in the courtyard. But yeah, here's a Bogmire boss fight. He's like really easy to one cycle, but he has such a strong pull on you. You have to make sure you maintain really good control. And just like that, they both get it. They're still both very, like, tied up here. Like, that was actually insane. Alright, it's another slideshow moment, but we're going into Area 3 here, which is, in my opinion, considered, like, the most cursed area in the game. There's just a lot of things that can go wrong. They're actually in sync right now during this cutscene. That's kind of funny. It can't get much closer than this. You're right. I fully imagine, I fully believe that this is going to get very close towards King Boo. As long as they have like a good, you know, Area 4. You know, but I just kind of want to touch up on Area 3 for a bit. Overall, it's like this area is just very cursed. So, on the second floor, you know, we have this hallway here, and there's this wall that kind of, you know, it used to, you know, once upon a time, there used to be like a shortcut that would take you in between like area 1 and 3. That was like a thing in the beta, but then they got rid of that door. So it's like the only way you could keep, you can, the only shortcut you have is like taking the door that goes from the second floor staircase to the first floor hallway. Yeah, unfortunately, we're still struggling with streams freezing, so I'm going to switch to Ferro. But yeah, we found out where Mario is missing. Could I come back up here? Hopefully he gets the... Alright. So it looks like... Oh. I was going to say we're both back, but there's... Ferro's just froze again. Alright, so yeah, this is the key that unlocks the door that takes you back to Area 2 hallway. Alright, so it looks like we're going to be setting up for a cutscene skip here. I don't know if that's... I don't know if Bliss is going to get the cutscene skip. It doesn't... I can't tell if he pulled the tablecloth enough. And we may never know if he actually gets it. Ferro gets, like, really good RNG in this room, so he might actually be ahead right now. Oh, never mind. It looks like, they're still tied, kind of. Yeah, no, Ferro actually pulled ahead. So yeah, they're still really close to each other, but he got the cutscene skip with the boo. And he just had overall better RNG. So this is Petunia. We opt to go for Petunia first because when her pearls drop, the game's memory can't load more duplicates of the same pearl, I guess. So medium and large pearls, they will not spawn in Nana's room. So we opt to do this first, and it's also because we don't want too many pearls spawning in Nana's room because the vacuum tends to auto-lock on, pearls instead of the boo that you're trying to catch. Alright, so... yeah, the boo is hiding in the table there. And this room is really wide, so... if the boo doesn't end up hiding in, like, the drawers or furniture on the right side... Uh-oh. 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 Okay. Yeah, stuff like that with Bliss there. Literally, the boo can just run away as soon as you lost control of him. And when a boo is in this hallway here, they'll sometimes just go into the wall that leads back into the Area 1 rooms. And so you have a lot of backtracking to get this boo. And there's not really any kind of, like, convenient backups to, finding another boo. So it might just be better to just get the boo when you go into Area 1, if that did happen. But, you do have some ways of manipulating a boo to go to, kind of preventing them from running into Area 1. But, it doesn't always work. Alright. So far, they have not... good thing, Bliss, they have not missed any boos. Like, this part in the game, it's, like, very scary for a boo to escape. So after we get this moonshot, we're gonna be heading back into Area 2 to... oh, Ferro looks like he missed the first moonshot. Bliss can make up some time here if he gets this first shot. Oh, perfect. All right, so he is making up some time from the looks of things. Um, yeah, so we're gonna be making our way back to area 2 just to go into the projector room. There's another one of Mario's lost items, and we're gonna be using that kind of like as a small time save to exit the mansion because it's a little bit faster than taking the mirror warp back to the foyer. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna go into the billiards room. It's an optional room. We don't really need to get this ghost slim bank shot. We're just gonna skip it and go into projector room. Okay, so I'm guessing. Wow, so Bliss is about like 3 seconds behind Ferro right now. So yeah, this is projector room. These ghosts are invisible, so it's not really a problem for us because we know where these ghosts spawn, and we know how to set them up to do like doubles and triples. So the Boo is right there, and we're gonna try to grab him and get this glove. Oh, it looks like he missed. Yeah, he missed. So he has shamed Pablo. He has to take the mirror warp. He is not going to be very happy with you later after he sees this. But yeah, it's you know, it may be like getting the funny text with the glove probably gives you around like a second. Because when you grab the glove after catching the Boo, it kind of like skips a cutscene, a little animation that plays. Oh, unfortunately, Ferro getting like long text with Van Gore. But Bliss is getting like worst RNG in this room. So yeah, they're not having a good Area 3 in terms of RNG, but you know, they're still really close to each other. Oh, this is not very good for Bliss. He's struggling with that mobile in the ceiling. Alright, so if Ferro does the doubles here, it doesn't look like he does, but I don't know. I don't know what his setup is. Unfortunately... Oh, wow. Okay, that worked. Very good backup, actually. I've never seen that before. Alright, it looks like the Boo's in the desk. Or in that chair. I can't tell. Because the radar was being really dumb in that moment. And this Boo loves to run away. Yeah, Bliss does go for Twins double. So, depending on, you know, when his stream comes back, depending on where he's at, we could either gain some time or lose time. Alright, I think I don't think he got too bad. Twins room there. It's just very hard to tell, unfortunately, because the streams keep freezing. Alright, Boost switched in Ferro. Is it going to be good for him? Yes, it is. So boos are on a global timer when you enter the mansion. They will switch every 30 seconds while the game is active. If the game is paused, then the timer pauses, but that was actually like very good luck for him to switch in that drawer. And he also gets like the cutscene skip, or the text skip. And that's the thing with like the text boxes. When you get like after you get 15 boos, EGAD will give you long text, which is like information about like certain things. And one of the longest one is from Van Gogh, is about Van Gogh, and that was like the one that Ferro got in, I believe, the study room. And you know that one's about like an 8-second text box or something like that. 6 to 8 seconds. So yeah, both runners are just mashing through text boxes. There's a lot to go through. As we're just kind of like uh, handing off our items collected from Mario's belongings. And, you know, he just gives us a bunch of, like, lore about this game. Like, why Mario is missing. Why this mansion is haunted, or how it came to be haunted, I guess. And so, like, one of the benefits of playing on Japanese is that there's less text box to scroll through compared to English. But in certain situations, actually, you know, the text boxes in English are faster, like in Area 1, and other certain parts of the game, they just have, like, they just have a shorter text box than Japanese. But overall, you're still saving time with Japanese. So yeah, Ferro's still quite... Yeah, I think something happened to Bliss. His lead is not... Or his, Ferro's lead is much larger now. So all that's left to do now is just get the ice here, go to the safari room. Yeah, hopefully these guys don't have too much trouble in here. Yeah, it's another situation when a ghost spawns, you can shoot the element to get rid of its immunity. And there's a double setup right here. Gets it? Unfortunately, Bliss's ghost got spawned and frozen in place for a couple seconds. Alright, the only thing that can make some time up... There we go. Gets perfect RNG right there. Oh, and Ferro gets the worst text box in the game again. Let's see what Bliss gets. Fast text, alright. Or short text. And these runners are going to be going into this boss fight without sidestep because it's slower. I know. But that does mean that they have to navigate the dark mansion with a lot more ghosts. And we tried to prevent ghosts from scaring Luigi by pointing our flashlights at them. At their directions of their spawns so they can't scare the Luigi. Alright, here's Bulossus. He is formed... he is, you know, a boo that with, you know, 15 boos have formed into one giant boo. And this particular setup, we are able to try to align them up so that they can get shot down with an ice shot. Alright. They look pretty good. Not that... Yeah. So as long as they stay grouped up like that, and they don't spread too far apart, you'll get a very good one cycle. Bliss, I think, can still get this if he gets this one boo here. There you go. A slower one cycle. Overall, I think both runners had a pretty good Area 3. Execution-wise. So... Yeah, unfortunately streams are still kind of freezing, but... You know, we'll just make do with it. So, let's see, we're going into Area 4. It is consideredly the hardest in the game. Especially after we get done with the blackout segment. We're gonna be trying to get this boo. This boo has 200 HP in the basement. He's called like Breaker Boo. And in this game, the boos have I guess we'll call it like, you know, a vulnerability cycle that lasts for like 15 hit stuns. And in those like hit stuns, you're trying to do 10 damage per hit stun, and we use this technique called R pumping, which is holding L down and R, and you pump the R button every 10 HP. So you kind of have to get a rhythm and R pump the boo to do the damage and stun lock them in place. But for the case of Breaker Boo, these guys will be doing some drag strats to do extra damage. So hopefully it'll be enough. It'll do enough damage so that they get the one cycle. But because of how this boo is, he is very fast and has less resistance to the vacuum. And you know, I just kind of have to vent about this boo because he's just a scam, because he can just very easily double cackle, even though you're doing the R pumps and your timing is correct and all that stuff. It's just a very tricky boo to one cycle. But anyway, we'll reach that bridge when we come to it. So here's Grimly. He runs on a random timer, and it looks like Ferro has to wait a long time for Grimly to show his heart. Oh, come on, man. What the heck? That was like a 12-15 second Grimly or something? It's because I didn't compliment his pants. Oh. So yeah, Bliss just made up a lot of time there. I should have complimented his pants as soon as we entered the room. But yeah, Grimly was just being really shy today. He was being really shy to Ferro. Alright. Yeah, so here's the breaker room. We're gonna try to get one cycle this boo. We only have 15 hit stuns to make on this boo, and if we exceed that number, then the boo will automatically just run away. Alright. Oh, he's already cackling. This is not good. Alright, Bliss gets a charge here. He's gonna be doing those boo drags. Yeah, I suspect Ferro's boo is gone. Bliss, he gets the one cycle, and he gets the cutscene text, the text skip there. So, he's basically ahead right now. Or at least very close. Uh-oh. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the double in that room. Because of those ghosts are, like, separated by a wall, you kind of have to be really close to the ghost. You have to be really close to one of the purple punchers to stun the other boo. Or the other ghost, I'm sorry. To flash them. Yep, so Ferro did not get the bliss, the blue hits bliss. So he, I think he's going to opt to get the boo, which means he has to mirror warp, and he'll have to get the boo in Pipe Room. In the case of Bliss, since he's like one boo ahead, he he basically just has to get the boo from the basements, the boos from the basement, and he'll have 40 before he reaches Van Gore. And Ferro could still get, you know, he could still get 40 boos in the basement. He just has to clear Pipe Room, which is going to take a bit more time. So, coming up here, we have a pretty cool, but also very, you know, very hard trick. Is the toy soldier double. So these guys will pull you in all sorts of directions, and they have very strong pulls, so it's going to be very hard to control them. So the idea is that we're just going to try to pull them in the corner and just kind of keep them there without them getting too separated. Oh, if they can get stuck. Yep, okay. Very good save. He gets the 2 cycle there. Bliss, I think, also gets it as well. His looked like it was very sketchy. Oh, those poison shrooms. Oh my god, he dodges them. Yeah, after enough time passes, a poison shroom will spawn from a ghost. So it looked like Bliss was trying to be pretty careful with grabbing those guys. Alright, so how far is Ferro right now? Oh, I just noticed their timers are off. Okay, I need to fix that. Okay, it looks like 10, so I'll add 10. I hope this fixes it, but if it doesn't, I can fix it again. Okay, so I think Ferro is going, I think they're both going for the 5-piece here. Or it might be 4-piece. Uh-oh. Oh, but Bliss is having a lot of struggling. Alright, one ghost disappeared. Oh, he gets a double. Where's this other ghost hiding? Oh, he's over there. Yeah, I think it's just a good idea to burn them. Oh, what happened? He suddenly got bonked on a ghost. Oh, he must have bonked on the ghost that was dying. Because even though they're despawning, they still have an active hitbox. So Ferro, yeah, he finished first, so I think he's still ahead. Uh-oh. Bliss just like dropped an R pump. He's dropping it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, this boo. You tend to lose your R pumps because of how laggy this room is. Oh, okay. Okay, well, he can still get this. 2 cycle there. But yeah, I don't think Bliss is as far ahead anymore. Okay, so which boo is... Okay, Ferro did not find the boo that he wanted, so he's going to just let him roam free. Yeah, because he just wants to get the breaker boo that's hiding in pipe room. So for Bliss, he doesn't need to clear this room. He just needs to turn off the water valve on the left side there. So he'll just freeze the water here, turn it off, and then he'll grab the key and leave. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Ferro is quite a bit ahead. So he's fighting Weston right now. Weston has like... He's not like a, a strong boss ghost, but it's because you're on ice and you're constantly being pulled or dragged around because of it. So the floor is very slippery and there's these spikes that you have to try to avoid. Alright, so we're just gonna switch to Bliss for now. Never mind. Gosh darn it. Okay. We're good. Alright, so I don't know if that boo is hiding in that barrel. There we go. So as long as you can keep your boo at kind of like head level to Luigi, if it doesn't get too high, you should be able to one cycle, but if it gets too high or too far away from the vacuum's like hitbox, it'll double cackle, which means you have less opportunity to do damage. You won't be able to do as much damage. So it looks like Ferro has to get second try RNG in the ice room and the cold storage, yeah. So if the streams update, then we could have an idea of like who's in what place. How far one person is ahead of the other. So last thing we're doing here. Alright, now we're at Van Gore. I'm gonna switch. Van Gore has a several waves of ghosts that he spawns in triples. So if we can try to get them all and do it fast, hopefully without issues. The hardest one, in my opinion, is the grabbers. because they spawn pretty wide apart. It looks like he's in a good spot to get the triple here. Oh, alright, nice. So, based on the timer, he... Oh, okay. He still saves it. Oh, but Bliss misses that triple. Very nice setup for Ferro on those garbage ghosts. Getting them trapped in that corner. Oh, dang, the stream froze again. Okay, I have to be quick about something, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So yeah, 50... Oh, thanks, Windows. 50... Yeah, this is definitely like a low 58 or a high 57 for Ferro here. So it looks like Ferro's about 15-20 seconds ahead. So I mean, it still technically can just like come down to King Boo if something were to happen, like Ferro has to do like a slow 3 cycle because he didn't do enough damage. I don't know, this is really close. So yeah, this is definitely like a 58. This is like a high 50 or low 58. Because I don't know if he does the 1 cycle, he might go for it, but if he knows that he's ahead, he should just do the 2 cycle. But if Bliss, I don't know. I haven't really figured out what the timing it is for getting like 1 cycle over 2 cycle. So he's going to be setting up to do the insta-ball shots. Which means the moment that you attach a bomb to Luigi's hitbox, if you adjust the angle... If you adjust the angle and aim at Bowser's head and shoot it, it'll shoot... Yeah, it'll shoot at Bowser's head. So it's kind of like a 3-frame window or something like that. So Bliss gets the first shot. I cannot tell what's happening with Ferro, but... Oh, he gets the 1 cycle. Maybe. And Ferro opts to get... And... Oh, he has to get the slow 3 cycle. Bliss gets a 58.05. With that 1 cycle. Wow. That is insane. What a turnaround. So... And that's a 58.29. Okay. Yeah, that's about like a 25-second difference between like 1 cycle and 3 cycle, kind of, I guess. But yeah, the 1 cycle comes in clutch. I'm glad we got to see that. So, I'm going to send an invite to Bliss in case he did not get one. Hey, Ferro. You good? I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry, my mic was muted. That run was literally the most painful thing, dude.
Here's
It
Bliss.
it was just like actually abysmal. There was nothing that went well. Bliss, you had to have one cycled.
Yeah,
He
yeah, I did.
did.
I did.
Oh,
GG's,
I'm,
man.
s-
That was
I'm,
a
s- yeah,
interesting race.
you would have
I'm,
you would have
s-
you would have beaten me even if I got the 2 cycle there. Then I was gonna play it safe and hope you miss it.
yeah, I was like very glad that the stream actually caught that because your streams kept cutting out, and we really didn't get to see like a lot of like cutscene skips or like back and forth between like RNG. Um,
Oh,
I mean
was it just
I had
broken the whole time? Did you have like a SpeedGaming moderator look at it?
yeah, somebody did, but I don't think they were able to fix it.
Damn, dude. Wow,
Yeah.
that was like actually the worst performance I've done in a long, long time. I think that was my worst run I've had in like 3 months.
I
To
mean,
be
other than
fair,
King Boo 1 cycle, I played pretty abysmally too, trust me.
Dude,
I
I got a
missed the ball
609.
catch.
I got
Like,
609 Chauncey key.
that's
mm,
pretty bad.
Yeah. I mean, I got bonked in the first room and then I didn't save the double and then they punched me and despawned. So I lost around like 12 seconds in the first room.
yeah, that was just unfortunate. Very.
I think that just like tilted me. I was pissed off the entire time. And you know something? I was pissed off before that because I was doing breaker boo attempts and it was just double cackling for no reason. And then lo and behold, I get in there and it literally double cackled twice for no
Yeah,
reason. I literally wasn't moving. I
yeah,
was just standing still in the middle of a cackle and it just cackles again. Like I genuinely have zero idea. I need someone to like come and teach me this because it doesn't make any sense. Someone needs to make it make sense to me.
I got
it.
a video on it.
I.
Man, I know how
Yeah,
to
I
do
just.
it. It's I
I
don't
don't know,
know
I'm
why
just
it's
messing with
double
each other.
cackling. It's
Yeah,
really pissing me off.
Breaker Boo,
yeah. I had a pretty big,
honestly,
large
all over the place.
vent. I was venting pretty hard on that one.
I just like I was so mad like just from the beginning like I was just like just tilted because I was doing breaker boo for about an hour and just like literally just it was the exact thing that happened in that run. It was double cackles out of nowhere. Like usually you could tell why they double cackled. Like you
Mm-hmm.
pumped late or you weren't close enough
Mm-hmm.
or they're too high up or too low down or you back up too early. But genuinely I did nothing wrong and it's still
Yeah.
double cackled. I don't get it.
Did you, were you like watching parts of the race or peeking in to see what was going on?
I literally just peeked at the end. That was it, just to see if I
Okay.
needed to do 1 cycle.
You should have seen my armory. It was the most
Oh yeah.
sad thing that's ever happened. I even like I ran out of fire on rooftop, so I went back and like grabbed fire when I went down. I missed my flame on the orange ghost going for the the cool strat, and then
Yeah.
it just all went to hell from there. I think I lost like 30 seconds in that room.
Damn. Yeah, that was really just like my area 4 in general was fine, and everything else sucked. I missed Moonshot. I didn't get Chauncey 1 cycle, which by the way, that's the first time I've missed it in a tournament.
Mm.
My area 1 was horrible. My area 2 was horrible. Like it was genuinely probably the worst run I've done in months. But GG's, man.
Well,
Congrats
to
on the
be
win.
fair, you
Thanks,
both were still very close to each other, even after everything that's happened.
I want to say like
Like-
the end of or beginning of area 3. That's where we like you got a lead.
Yeah,
And then-
yeah. I mean, even after that moonshot fail, you were still ahead, and it was just the freaking breaker boo that lost it. But
You got Breaker Boo, Bliss?
Yeah, I got the charge RNG and I went against my own morals and I took it. Took the luck where I could,
Yeah.
Usually I don't go for it even with the RNG just because it's technically slightly slower. So, but
I just need someone to like tell me what I'm doing wrong because it's the same mistake over and over. Like I'm dragging fine, I'm draining HP fine, but just these double cackles coming out of nowhere. I don't understand it.
yeah, I feel
And
you
that,
on
that
that.
that I mean that's what pissed me off before the race. So I was tilted going into the race because I spent over an hour just like that happening over and over and over, and then it happened again in the race. So
Mhm.
oh well.
So, I mean, I will still say this was a good race to watch, despite all the streams kept freezing in and out. But I was still able to keep up with what was happening.
Do we have a reason for that? Is that like a?
It's this particular channel. It's always been having issues with freezing. I don't know why.
Yeah. Okay. Well, either way, thank you, Speed Gaming, for giving us the opportunity to let y'all, or for y'all to host us. I mean, it's not an easy thing to run, and they have the infrastructure for it, so it's great. We really
Yeah.
appreciate it.
So Bliss, I think, well, yeah, your race is still to be determined because we have to wait for Flauk and Skazi to have their race. And then we have that race and then wait until Mega Lightning does his race as well. So you're still got quite a bit of time left to wait.
To relax a little bit. I raced
Yep.
almost two, or it was 3 days apart, 2 days apart. 3 days apart. I had 2 races. Jeez.
So yeah, I mean, good jobs. GG's on the race. I mean, it was still a fun race to watch, so yeah. Outside of that, there's one more race happening at 6:30 between HD and Joven. And that's gonna be
an interesting one.
that's
Is
gonna be a
that
really good one.
Winners semis.
Yeah,
I think-
it's a winner's
yeah.
semis.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, that's gonna be exciting to watch. It's gonna be happening on the main Speed Gaming channel, so go check it out at 6:30 Eastern.
Yeah. Heck yeah. That's tonight.
Yeah, it is.
Sweet.
All right. Well, thank you guys for the race. Thanks for
Yep.
Speed Gaming for
GGs.
hosting, and we'll
Thank you for
see you.
commentating. Big
Oh.
one.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Afro Man. You were the goat.
And we'll see you guys later.
Peace.
See
Okay.
ya.